Bob Maloney from MMAnews.com, and I am talking to Andre Petroski today. It's fight week for Andre, UFC 281, Pereira versus Adesanya for a middleweight championship. His weight class, he's taking on Wellington Turman. Andre, before we get into the fight talk, man, how you been, brother? It's good to see you over here at a nice location close to home.
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome. Now that's Riley, who might sneak into our video. She's more than welcome, your daughter. Tell me a little bit about what you're going to do this weekend to break up. Listen, you need those things away from fighting, Andre. You can't be, you know what I mean? You need those things that make you forget about fighting and training because it's such a grind. You're with your daughter this weekend. What's some of the fun things that you get to do this weekend?
So today we're going to go to the Cherry Hill Mall and get her some new shoes.
Yeah. What about any movies or games that she's going to make you play? Does she have any favorites?
Well, we both like going to Dave & Buster's and getting all the rubber duckies, playing the crane game.
Awesome. Hey, who doesn't love to do that? I've given away plenty of dollars playing the crane game. All right, let's get into the fight business, Dre. Listen, main event is your weight class. I mean, you're working your way there. 3-0 in the UFC, 3 finishes. And he has been kicking major ass, part of that Philly MMA surge right now in the UFC. Let's talk about the main event. How do you see, you're a student of the game because we've commentated together before and I've talked to you about fighting plenty of times. How do you, break this main event down?
Yeah, I just think it surprises me that Pereira has beaten Adesanya twice now, being that Pereira has like this style that seems to like only work for him. Obviously he's like a monster size-wise for the division. 6'4", he's like walks around at like 230. So when I watch these two fight, like Adesanya to me seems way more technical. He keeps his hands up. He's just better technique-wise. Like I would watch him over Pereira. So I like to see Adesanya make whatever adjustments he needs to make, and I think that he could pull this one out.
Champ, so you say he's going home to the champ. Okay, I like it. Listen, Wellington Turman. This dude's 26 years old, and going back and looking at he's fought a ton of times already. He's listed as a style as jiu-jitsu. Listen, we know that you say that you're the best grappler in your, so I know if he wants to try to take you down. We haven't really seen you on the bottom yet. Is that true? Have you been in guard very much in your 3 UFC fights?
I don't think I've ever been taken down in a fight ever. But yeah, I mean, my opponent's, black belt from Brazil. He's got submission victories in the UFC, so it's a good matchup for me. It'll be another feather in my cap. It'll help further my point of me. And my point of that, I'm the best grappler in this division, and it's the perfect matchup for me to show that.
He's never been submitted in 23 fights, so that would really be making a statement. Like you said, he has, looking over his 18 wins, he looks like he has, 6 and 8 wins. He's been the distance. Because like I said, he's been in there so many times. So that experience factor, anything else? Have you gone back and looked at a lot of his fights? I mean, because like I said, I know you when you try to find time, you're a film junkie.
Yeah, so he actually has a lot of fights. I mean, he has 6 fights in the UFC. So there's a lot of material for me to study and watch. And I mean, he beats the guys that he's supposed to, and he loses to the guys he's supposed to lose to.
Excellent. So, and you say he's going to lose too. We're looking for. Listen, we're heading into the holidays. I mean, Christmas. Performance bonus. When we see a performance bonus,
we're always chasing 3 checks. Always.
Hell yeah.
100% finish rate. That doesn't come by coincidence.
No, hey, listen. I've been cage side. Getting to watch your career, and it's been so awesome to see. Because even you, I'm not insulting you by saying I've seen the progression, how you've just gotten better and better, and now you're at the highest level when your finish rate is as high as it's ever been. I mean, like you said, 3 for 3, and you're just tossing people around. I love to see it. Talk to me a little bit about the Philly. Listen, when you were coming up, Andre, on the regional scene, and a lot of your fellow guys, were in the UFC. Now you're over, with at the Gracie team along with Marquez. You're over here at Team Trino. You got a lot of teammates. the Dawkins brothers, Bill Aljo, you're friends with all these guys. Has it been awesome, even more awesome since you've gotten you have so many resources and so many friends in the community that are local that are also, sharing the same experiences with you now? I mean, I love it. Philly MMA is just like on fire, and you're right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent coming up, and especially in this area. And I think what we're seeing for the first time, which I really like, I'm a big fan of, is for the first time, like, people are actually coming to Philly to train and pursue a career in martial arts. In the past, like when it was Paul and Eddie and Paul Felder, Eddie Alvarez, like those guys, they all left. They all went to Florida or Milwaukee. Like now we're seeing the first time where, for the first time we have homegrown Philly fighters that are staying, and that's drawing more people into this area. We have such a nice batch of like Russian fighters coming in at Marquez, and it's good to see that the MMA in this area is picking up so strong.
It really is, and listen, that's a sport that we've been in and we love to death, and it's just we want to card in Philly. Dana White, come on, man, we got a lot of Philly flavor we can put on there. I know Dre will sell a bunch of tickets, and we'll have some crazy fights. So let's get that done. Before he gets some shout outs, I want to say thank you to Eddie Torres for inviting me over here and being his guest at Team Trano. Come check it out in Audubon on the Black Horse Pike. It's a beautiful facility, cafe. This is a really nice spot. And Andre, cross trains over here. They're both teammates over there at the Gracie and Marquez team. So thank you for having me here, Dre. You got some sponsors. Give some love out, man, before we go. I know it's fight week, and listen, most of your hard work is done. So this week, besides cutting weight, so give some love out, man.
Yeah, I want to make a special shout out to Apollo Pre-Owned Car Sales in Sewell, New Jersey. Anybody in the market looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a vehicle in general, head over there and ask for Mike. So they've helped me out significantly. There's a nice Jeep Wrangler in the parking lot thanks to Apollo. So they've taken care of me tremendously, and that has helped significantly, during this camp.
Awesome. Hey, listen, it's awesome that you get to, you're getting help from people in the community who love the sport, who love to support the fighters, and we see that a lot here in New Jersey and Philadelphia. Where Andre has left blood, sweat, and tears, and he's tearing up Philly MMA. Andre Petroski, UFC 281. Check him out. He's going for his 4th straight finish, and Andre, appreciate you having me over here. He's the real deal. Check him out, UFC 281.